Thank you for granting Youth FM Radio and our sister stations this opportunity to talk on your entrepreneurship.
Good morning and welcome to our humble abode.
First of all, who is Mr. Good Justin Blaze?
Uh, Mr. Ngu Justin Blaise is a Cameroonian youth. I hail from the northwest region of Cameroon, and after my studies, I am back in the central region of Cameroon. So I'm just a normal, regular Cameroonian youth.
What else do you do apart from bush energy?
Well, I have several other things I do besides bush energy. For example, I'm a part-time physics tutor, physics and computer science tutor. I help out with voluntary teaching at some disabled home. Uh, there is this sustainable development group which I am a part, and as well as another entertainment house, actually Bush Road Pictures, where I am also one of the leading founders, and we encourage talent. So it's a multifaceted thing I'm into.
How did you get inspired, sir?
Precisely, my inspiration is quite vast, depending on which of the aspects we are working on. For example, the bush energy part, which I would want us to focus on, which is precisely what you've asked today, came as a result of the poor waste management in my community. We've had very poor waste dispersal methods. For example, you find people burning plastics, burning waste, some disposing it in local waters, streams and river bodies, and it's not really been healthy because after Mandela's Day 2018, where we decided to come up with a sustainable development group and we volunteered during the Mandela's Day celebration, we realized that all the waste we collected and handed to the local waste collector was later dumped in a small riverbed. So this whole idea about recycling waste came up, where I decided to want to use each part of the waste, that is using the plastics to produce bricks, the inorganic to produce biogas, and as of late, that is about 3 or 4 months ago, we started a farm, a small farm, which is still a really tiny project, where we are trying to get about 2,000 hectares of land, where we shall use the excess waste, organic waste, as manure to feed the population of Africa, because seriously, food crisis is becoming a problem. So we are not to focus only on energy, we are to focus on energy, then the leftover organic waste, we'll use it as manure for a farm.
What drives you in this field, sir?
Actually, what drives me, it's really painful to explain my drive precisely. One of my main drives is the amount of floods which has been recorded lately within my community due to blocked drainage has been alarming. You hear of malaria, which is a constant pest within my community, coming as a result of parents who disperse waste poorly, and it becomes a host site for the plasmodium parasite. You have so many of these ills within the community, as well as the use of fuel wood within my community is still very large. This fuel wood produces gases which are toxic to the environment. So at first we were hoping on producing biogas to sell, but as the production increased, we realized we could convert the biogas to electricity and help power on maternities, school libraries, and why not create boreholes such that some other poor rural villages could have access to drinking water and light beside the cooking gas. So what drives me precisely is the pain and anguish on the faces of children whom I meet along this tiny little stretch or movement we've done due to bush energy.
Wow, that's very nice, sir. So, how do you manage your time?
Wow, that should be really a wonderful question, I should say. Time management has really been a huge problem to me, I will lie. 24 hours has seemingly been so small to me because actually I literally don't sleep. because having to teach physics, computer science, and teach computer science again at a disabled home, you realize the good part, the better part of my day is taken. So by the time I return home, I have this 11-year-old kid I have to talk with. I have this wife who is looking up to me to talk with. We have a monopoly game which we have to play, and all of that needs to be managed in 24 hours. So virtually when they sleep, I stay up working on projects, trying to meet up with time, and trying to divide tasks to the other people we work with. So seriously, if I should say the truth, in 24 hours I have just virtually 4 hours, which is mine.
Wow. So, sir, what are your aspirations?
My aspirations are quite huge. One, hoping to see a smile on my wife's face and my son's face. I should start with, and hoping that some community too should have these smiles shown on their face from what we are doing. For example, we want to reach out to those tiny little villages like Babanki, somewhere inside Babanki, somewhere inside Womb, somewhere in Bafut, some far off villages where they don't have access to drinking water. Esu and all the other villages which don't have access to drinking water, where we can use their waste, generate biogas, produce electricity, and power a borehole for these smiles to be seen again. So my aspirations in 5 years' time would be availability of pipe-borne water in at least 20 villages, electricity in schools in at least 20 villages. Now we are talking about at least 500 schools. That's my aspiration in 5 years. And the most important, giving jobs to at least 1,000 youths in Cameroon. That's what I'm hoping to reach in 5 years.
That's very nice of you, sir.
Thank you.
So, what advice do you have for our youths out there?
Uh, First of all, I would wish to plead with youths to stop dreaming. There is this fairy tale which youths have had for a very long time, hoping that they would have jobs, and if the government doesn't give them jobs, they would wait. And no, you have skills, you have talents, you have dreams, you have other things which you can use and reach out to other people, give people jobs. You are not only to hope on the government for jobs. So my advice to youth is, please, if you're selling bananas, sell bananas in a way that will make you stand out. Have you ever thought about making banana jam or some banana drink or some sweet from your banana you make? Now that is a change. Trying to make banana jam would produce organic manure which you can use on a farm and produce more bananas. Trying to produce sweet would produce a factory which can employ other youths. So why only hang on becoming a teacher, becoming a medical doctor, or a lawyer? That is important. It's very important. But becoming an entrepreneur gives you the chance to give others a dream. So my advice to them is, dream. Don't limit your dreams. Don't limit yourself. Dream big, hope big, and reach out. You can make it. We all can make it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Good Justin Blaze. It was a pleasure being at your place. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you so very much.